everybody, and welcome to this latest Arsenal update here on VU Sports with me, Andy Clarke. It's a lovely sunny day here in North London, and I think the Arsenal fans are probably just about recovered from the events of Wednesday night. It was a dramatic evening up and down the Barclays Premier League, but nowhere more so than at Anfield, where Arsenal looked like they were heading for all 3 points until Joe Allen pegged them back with a late equaliser. Meanwhile, down the road here in North London at White Hart Lane, Leicester looked like they were being held to a 0-0 draw at Tottenham Hotspur, but a late goal from Robert Hughes gave them the win. So what appeared to be a potential 4-point gap at the top of the league for Arsenal disappeared to nothing. They're still top though by virtue of goal difference, and it was disappointing for Arsenal and for Arsene Wenger on Wednesday, because at 3-2 up, having come back from 1-0 down thanks to goals from Aaron Ramsey and Olivier Giroud, they did have chances at 3-2 to make it 4-2 and to put all of those points into the bag, but unfortunately it just didn't quite turn out that way. In terms of the team, Flamini and Ozil came back, and everybody now has to concentrate on the home match here against Stoke on Sunday. The question is, will Alexis Sanchez return? My feeling would be no. The manager was asked about that after the game and said that with his hamstring injury, it could possibly still be a little bit too early. They're notoriously difficult injuries to get a read on at times. Managers can be heavily criticised for bringing players back too soon. If they suffer any kind of recurrence, then they tend to get the blame. And Stoke will be a tough game on Sunday. I've seen them quite a lot recently. Arsenal have always had their issues with their physical direct style, shall we say, since Stoke got promoted back into the Premier League. But Mark Hughes has added a different dimension to their play really over the last couple of seasons. The likes of Arnautovic, Boyan, Afellay, Hosselu, Shaqiri means that they've got the tools to unlock any defence, and they also have a very important January too, because they've got a second leg in their League Cup semi-final coming up against Liverpool. They're through to the next round of the Cup, so really this a month for them that could shape the rest of their season. On the transfer front, the move for Mohamed Elneny that we've been talking about for a while now has finally gone through. He arrived at the training ground yesterday at London Colney, had his pictures taken in the kit, the full photo shoot, briefly spoke to the club's media as well, said it was an indescribable feeling to join Arsenal. Just to give you a bit more information about him, he's 23 years old, a full Egyptian international, played at the Olympics in London 2012. He's been at Basel for the last few seasons, has won the Swiss Super League the last 3 seasons, has played in the Champions League and the Europa League, so Arsene Wenger feels he's well adapted via the kind of intermediary league, as he described the Swiss Super League, to adapt to the rigours of the Premier League pretty swiftly. He describes him as a player who can play box to box or holding midfield, and says he has the physical attributes needed for the top flight in England, and also of course the touch and technique that Arsene Wenger looks for in any player. He has played plenty of football this season, but they're in their mid-season break at the minute in Switzerland, so hasn't played all that much recently, so it may take a little bit of time for him to assimilate. But next game here on Sunday against Stoke, 4 PM kickoff, another big game, home game, so one of those again that Arsenal really need to win if they're going to win the Premier League this season. I'll be back with you next week.